Thank you very much, everyone. It's great to be here. It's great to be here with my beautiful wife, Anna, in Penticton, one of the most incredible places in the world. When I was a kid growing up in the West, my folks would bring us here for a little camping trip. And I remember those great days. We didn't have a ton of money. My folks were teachers, but they could afford to throw us all in the car and drive us out here and throw up a tent and get a campfire going. And I always thought if I ever did well enough when I got older, I might even have a little cottage out here. That was at a time when everything seemed possible in Canada. You worked hard, you could achieve anything. Didn't matter where you came from. It mattered where you were going. Didn't matter who you knew. It mattered what you could do. And that's the country I want for my kids and for all Canadians. But lately, that's not the country we've seen. After 8 years of Trudeau, life costs more for our seniors, our youth, and our workers, after his inflationary carbon taxes and deficits have driven up the cost of everything. Work doesn't pay because Trudeau eats up too much of your paycheck with his higher payroll and income taxes. Housing costs have doubled to the point where 9 in 10 young people believe they'll never be able to afford a home. It wasn't like that before Trudeau. In fact, it's never been like that. This is a brand new problem. This is the first generation of young people in the history of Canada that believe they will never be able to afford a home. After 8 years of Trudeau, crime, chaos, drugs, and disorder are common in our streets after he released repeat violent criminals through same-day bail and catch-and-release policies. And after 8 years of Trudeau, he tries to divide, to distract people from all that he has broken. But the worst came today. Trudeau had promised Canadians that they didn't have to worry about higher interest rates, that rates would be low forever. Today, his policies have forced the Bank of Canada to deliver another uppercut to Canadian families who are drowning in debt. We have the most indebted households in all of the G7 after 8 years of Trudeau. And now that debt is colliding with rapidly rising interest rates. Rates have gone from 0.25 all the way up to 5%, an absolutely astounding increase, 20 times higher than they were just over a year ago, all after Trudeau promised that they would stay low. These rates are obviously set by the Bank of Canada, but the culprit is Justin Trudeau. His inflationary carbon tax and deficits are driving up the inflation rate, which forces the Bank of Canada to increase the interest rate. And now Canadians are hit with the double whammy of higher costs for food, gas, housing, and groceries, and now higher costs on all that debt that Trudeau's policies have forced them to take on. Enough. We need to get back to common sense. A Poilievre-led government will bring home lower prices by axing the carbon tax, balancing the budget to bring down inflation and interest rates. We'll make work pay by lowering income taxes so people bring home more of each dollar they earn. We'll bring homes that people can afford again by incentivizing the cities to clear away the bureaucracy, free up land, and speed up building permits. We're going to make this the fastest place on earth to get a building permit. We're going to sell off 6,000 federal buildings and tens of thousands of acres of federal land so that we can build the millions of homes that are needed so that our young people can have the hope of home ownership again. We're going to bring home safe streets with jail and not bail for repeat violent offenders and treatment, not free tax-funded narcotics for addicts, so we can bring home our loved ones drug-free. We're going to bring home hope. We're going to make this once again a country that works for the people who do the work. We're going to make this a country where it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters where you're going. It doesn't matter who you knew. It matters what you can do. That's the country that I remember when I came to camp here with my folks as a kid. It's the country that brought my wife here as a refugee. It's the country we want for our kids and yours. It's the country that we love. Let's bring it home. Thank you very much.